Good day, everybody, and welcome back for another episode of Manhood Mondays. My name is Brother Warren, and I'm coming to you from the land of peace, which stands for Please Educate All Children Equally. This week, episode number 44, I'm going to touch base on a movement that I started a few years ago, and I'm back to selling merchandise again on the movement. EQ over IQ equals a better you. Shout out to those people that bought some this past weekend at the Delaware State Norfolk State game. If you didn't make that game, you didn't make that movement, that was a beautiful, beautiful scene. You know, barring the rain a little bit, it was awesome and amazing. Got a chance to see a lot of old friends and meet new people and just had a great time out there. But this past weekend, I engaged with a person online, and I tried my best not to do those things. I'm a huge high school football fan, and sometimes I respond to certain things that are going on. And I made a comment regarding how private schools, should have their own classification. I do believe that when it comes to state championships, because it's not fair to get a chance to pull kids from outside of states and so on and so forth to make these powerhouse types of teams or not. It's their prerogative to do so, but when it comes to doing a state championship, I feel that all those students that play on those teams should be from that state. So this gentleman began to interact with me and calling me a liberal and all these different kinds of things and whatnot, and calling me clowns and stuff like that. And I didn't, engage in the nonsense, the foolishness. I simply asked him, I said, sir, have you ever supported public education? Either, working, attending. He began saying all these things behind his family work, and he's a worker, and they pay for education and all these different kinds of things. And, but then I shot back. I said, well, sir, you never really answered the question. So although that education that you rave about, that you paid for, you probably didn't pay to learn how to comprehend when you're reading things. So that was like a little stab I took at him, I guess, or whatever. But I didn't really engage in all the foolishness and whatnot. And I gave him a small snippet of things that I've done in education. And after that, he went silent because I've supported public charter and private in terms of either paying for it, working in them, coaching in them, all three of them. So there's nothing you really tell me about, the educational field. But I say all that to say, don't let people get you caught up in foolishness, right? Especially people on the internet or anywhere. Your EQ is definitely something, or your emotional quotient, right? That's what EQ stands for, emotional quotient. It's definitely more important at times than your IQ. Your intelligence quotient, intellectual quotient when it comes to mathematics and literacy. Because you can be the smartest person in the world, but if you're not interact with other people, when people take you off your square, those things can come back to haunt you in all types of settings and circles and so on and so forth and whatnot. So relaunching the hoodie. Well, this is my first time launching the hoodie, actually. I've always sold t-shirts. Now I got the hoodies going, got purple hoodies, got black hoodies, and shout out to those who bought some this past weekend. If you're interested, you can just go to the website below, www.pleaseeducateallchildrenequally, and go to the shop button, and there you'll find the hoodie, and I'll get it right out to you. Because it's not just merchandise, it's a movement. What's going on in the world today, with all the people trying to get at us and create emotional situations. It's just a stark reminder that we need to be emotionally in tune with ourselves as people and not let other people take you off your square. Also, shout out to those that are registering your young men for the Youth Leadership Conference coming to Delaware on January 31st at Delaware State University. Looking forward to seeing a lot of young people come down there and learn some of these things we're talking about right now, as a matter of fact, as well as many, many, many other things. So that's all I got for this week. Again, my name is Brother Warren, coming to you from the land of peace. We're saying, so please educate all children equally. Sorry for being a little bit longer than normal, but I had to get that out because that conversation, it didn't bother me, but I wanted to use it to show you how, we have to stay in control of our emotions and don't let these fools get us cut out there at times. I love you all. I can't wait to see you all next week for another episode of Manhood Mondays. Brother Warren coming to you from the land of peace, where we just try to uplift the people and, please educate all children equally means all children. We are all children of the Most High. I love you all. Till the next time, be blessed.